Taken in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he does take it in for a touchdown, but a flag on the field. And I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run. It's Hilliard. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And they work this way upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The 46-yard line.
Yardage here. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Back at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
At the 41-yard
so
line.
now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Running is Jacobs. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Thornhill on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5. Here
comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete on the deep ball. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd down now, Hilliard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Tackle made at the...
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that's complete. And he'll be taken down not before he gets into enemy territory. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a double team, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. They'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Chiefs nothing.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Now a give right side. Hilliard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Hilliard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And 4.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down. Carr got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the run, this is Hilliard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 4 yards.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
And able to rip off a
a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Brings up second and long.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Gain of 26 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
And 7 at the 35-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Hilliard. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a game.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4-yard gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Deion Yelder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he will be taken down in a big pickup there. What's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. To the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game, wait until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. It's slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll run again with Hilliard. For about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense, not so much by the defense.
To kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, Hilliard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. This is out quickly to the right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To number 10.
Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On play action, now Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
At the 29-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
14.
So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So for Las Vegas, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick